Meet Eldrick Tont Woods, also known as Tiger. Tiger is also known as one of the most successful golfers of all time. A child prodigy turned PGA title holder just a year after turning pro. Some know him as one of the highest paid athletes in the world, a considerable combo of prize winnings and endorsement deals. And then there are others who simply know him as an adulterous cheat. Record breaker, heartbreaker, call him what you will. Tiger can't hide from the truth. There was once a time when golf was a game for anybody. Too slow for sprinting? Too flabby for football? Grab your clubs, let's play golf. But the game has evolved over the years, adding power to precision, meaning the men and women on tour take better care of their bodies. Tiger Woods is a prime example of this transformation. He was a scrawny kid growing up in California, the son of a retired Lieutenant Colonel Earl and mother Kultida, who his dad met while on a tour of duty in the late 60s. At Stanford University, friends compared him to geeky television character Steve Urkel. Not exactly the model athlete. But after he won his first Masters in 1997, wearing the oversized green winner's jacket helped change his perspective on the game. It would be asinine for someone not to work out and go play football. It doesn't make sense for golf either, he said. And so Tiger hit the gym nearly 6 days a week with the goal of gaining muscle mass, slowly turning Tiger into the Hulk. In the decade between his first Masters title and his 2007 PGA Championship title, Tiger went from 71 to 83 kilograms, and his waist went from 72 to 80 centimeters. But not everyone is pleased with Tiger's physical evolution, with critics claiming the added bulk has actually compromised his overall health, his swing, and perhaps the ability to play like in his slender days. Coming up, Tiger's rise to stardom and the rivals along the way. Consistency is a key element in developing a highly successful athlete. Someone able to outplay the opposition and write their names in the record books. Such was the case for Tiger Woods. He was consistently great with only a few dips in form. But why dwell on the bad stuff? Let's look at Tiger's best 2 years. Tiger played golf like few ever did back in 1999, tallying 8 tour titles and earning the nod as PGA Player of the Year for the second time in his career. His sole major that year was the PGA Championship, where he defeated then 19-year-old Spaniard Sergio Garcia by 1 stroke. Woods ended the year the top prize money maker in the sport and would sit atop the world rankings as a result, relinquishing the throne only 5 years later. But while 1999 could be considered dreamy by most golfers, the next year became his best, and perhaps the best year for any golfer ever.
to win 3 Masters. No one's ever done it before, and I've been able to do certain things in golf that no one's ever done before. And if you're ever in that position, you want to take advantage of it because it doesn't happen all the time.
In 2000, Tiger became a golfing legend, winning 3 of 4 majors. His first was the US Open, touted by many to be the greatest performance in golf history. The only player to break par, Woods won by 15 strokes, breaking or tying 9 tournament records. In July, he proceeded to take the Open Championship in St. Andrews by 8 strokes, and 1 month later won the PGA Championship by 5 strokes. He ended the year with 6 straight wins, the longest since Ben Hogan in 1948, and 3 majors, scoring 8 top 10 finishes while leading the field in money and scoring. And when he claimed the Masters in 2001, that gave him 4 majors in a row, a feat now known as the Tiger Slam. Suddenly, the seemingly insurmountable 18 majors won by the legendary Jack Nicklaus wasn't so insurmountable after all. The Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus, is considered by most golf enthusiasts as the greatest player the game has ever seen. And for good reason. Nicklaus is a 5-time PGA Player of the Year, winning a record 18 majors while finishing second 19 times and third 9 times in majors competitions. He made the World Golf Hall of Fame in 1974. The Nicklaus-Woods rivalry is an intriguing one. The duo rank 1-2 in majors wins, with Woods well on track to overtake Nicklaus before his career hit a bunker. But Nicklaus knows all about a career in the rough, having gone 6 years between his 17th and final major victory at the 1986 Masters at 46 years of age.
My first recollection of the Masters was '86, when Jack won. I'll never forget him hitting that forehand in there in 15 and him going like this. Just a real subtle, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then him making the putt at 17 and lifting the putter up. Then I played with him in 2000 in the PGA Championship. And so I got a chance to play with and against someone that I looked up to.
26 years later, Tiger tied Nicklaus with 73 titles on the PGA Tour at the Memorial, a tournament founded by Nicklaus on a course he designed.
It was awfully special, I mean, to do it here, to have him part of this event and what he's meant to the game, and to have him come off, as I come off the green, to have him there, to say the nice things that he said, which was very special.
It's safe to say Tiger and the Golden Bear share a healthy rivalry, unlike, say, Tiger and Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson had 9 PGA Tour wins when Tiger exploded onto the scene by winning his first major in 1997, leaving the media to slap Mickelson with the best player without a major label that lasted for years. In 2001, Tiger took home the Masters with Mickelson finishing 3rd. He repeated in 2002, and so did Mickelson, 3rd again. But Mickelson trained hard with visions of finally winning a major, stating that, "Tiger hates it that I can fly it past him now." In 2004, that hard work paid off, with Mickelson finally winning his first major, while Tiger finished 22nd. A lot of people consider him the best in the world, Mickelson said then. "If I start beating him, what would that make me?"
First of all, I get excited to play with Tiger. I love it. I think we all do. He gets the best out of me. And second is, the one player I'm most concerned about if I play my best golf that I feel may have a chance to beat me is Tiger.
It's safe to say that the man known as Lefty looks to Tiger for added motivation. And the two have traded punches over the years, adding to the notion that no two players were better in the noughties. But as the decade came to a close, a youthful lad from across the Atlantic Ocean was studying Tiger's every move, determined to become the greatest golfer of them all. It's only natural that Tiger Woods become a point of reference for future stars of the game, looking to emulate his epic feats and talented traits.
Ever since I was a 13-year-old kid, I started really thinking about playing competitive golf more. But once I started playing golf, reading the book about Tiger Woods, watching him win in '97.
I've certainly enjoyed my time with him playing practice rounds, and especially in the major championship practice rounds, and learning from him.
But perhaps the man who's followed Tiger's lead the best is Northern Ireland's Rory McIlroy.
I'm warming up, yeah.
Tiger's influence on golf's future #1 has been so distinct, Nike thought it warranted a short film entitled Ripple.
So when do you think you'll turn professional?
I'm really enjoying it at the minute. I know I have to keep working hard to keep getting better and better.
On the first tee, Tiger Woods. From Northern Ireland, Rory McIlroy.
Good shot there, man. I really looked up to Tiger as a kid. I first watched him in the US Amateur in '96. I remember when he made his debut as a pro in in the middle, at sort of end of '96, and then obviously getting the win at the Masters, his first major in '97. He sort of became, if he wasn't then he became, one of the greatest athletes of his generation, and he inspired a lot of kids and definitely inspired me to try and become a better golfer.
Rory still has his work cut out for him if he wants to become as dominant as Tiger. Case in point, their first 5 years on the tour. Rory won himself 4 majors, while Tiger took home 6. But the Northern Islander has time on his side as he's nearly 14 years younger.
Rory's one of his first things he ever saw was me playing the Masters and winning the Masters. It's a weird feeling because I look at all the guys on a senior tour because those are the guys I played against and I know, but now it's flipped. I'm one of the veterans.
Tiger's veteran status on tour has become a cumbersome weight to bear, as it comes with years of excess baggage and expectation. After the break, the tumultuous times of Tiger Woods. There once was a time when Tiger Woods was on top of the sporting world. In his Sunday red, he was the greatest golfer on earth, perhaps the greatest ever seen, earning multi-million-dollar endorsement deals that made him the highest-paid athlete on the planet. His private life was just as envious. His wife was Swedish model Ellen Nordegren, the former au pair of fellow golfer Jesper Parnevik, and together had 2 children. It seemed as though nothing could stop him, except his body, his mind, and a tree. In 2008, Tiger Woods put on the most inspiring performance of his career at the US Open at Torrey Pines. Tiger beat Rocco Mediate in the first hole of their sudden death playoff, making it 14 majors and his 3rd career slam. Fresh off arthroscopic surgery on his ailing left knee, what was truly exceptional about the result was that it was later revealed he also played with a double stress fracture in his left tibia. He beat everybody on one leg, announced golfer Kenny Perry. Tiger is no stranger to left knee issues, having had a benign tumor removed from it while at Stanford University. But as his career went on, his injury troubles moved to his back. In fact, between 2009 and 2015, Tiger truly took a beating, having torn his Achilles tendon, re-injuring his left knee, and finally hurting his back so severely he shut down his 2015 season.
It wasn't that long ago, only a couple years ago, I won 5 times on the tour and was Player of the Year. And so I'm not that far removed from winning. But first of all, I need to be healthy. I need to get back there. I need to get healthy first. And I tried to play through some stuff this year, and it just wasn't a lot of fun playing through that much pain.
But perhaps the pain he played through wasn't just physical. In May 2006, Tiger failed to claim his 5th Masters after winning his first 2 PGA tournaments of the year. But his greatest loss came in the month of May. Earl Woods, his father and his mentor, passed away at the age of 74. It was devastating for Tiger, who trained with his dad ever since he was 2 years old. And at age 3, Tiger displayed his golf skills at the Mike Douglas Show with Bob Hope and Jimmy Stewart. Tiger went on a 9-week hiatus to deal with the loss of his father, before coming back to win 6 straight tournaments to end the year. But as the injuries mounted, he started tinkering with his swing and soon became lost in a complex world of mechanics. Because what was once youthful and unbridled, his swing became a weakness rather than a weapon, leading the Golden Bear himself to exclaim, "There are no mechanics at all when he's really under the gun. That's how he should play all the time." And as his body changed with the times and the time spent in the weight room increased, the swing developed into an over-contemplated clash of power and precision. But Tiger has never given up the fight to find perfect form. "I've always taken risks to try to become a better golfer, and that's one of the things that has gotten me this far." However, the biggest risks he ever took involved swinging of another kind. And once it was discovered he had been involved in a series of extramarital affairs, those risks came back to hit him harder than any golf ball could.
This is a joint statement from Tiger Woods' office and Health Central Hospital. Tiger Woods was in a minor car accident outside his home last night. He was admitted, treated, and released today in good condition. That's it.
Oh, but that wasn't it. Chased out of his house by his golf club-wielding wife, after discovering he had cheated on her multiple times, Woods ran his SUV and his public image into a tree. The fallout was impressive, with Tiger taking an indefinite leave from golf as sponsors took an indefinite leave from him. With his wife, family life, his clean-cut image, and millions in endorsements lost, he apologized for his wrongdoings in a televised mea culpa.
I want to say to each of you, simply and directly, I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
Despite the apology, some questioned his sincerity, and the only person there to console him was his mother. Desperate to clean his image, Nike came out with a bold commercial as Tiger's late father was heard chastising his fallen son.
"Tiger, I am more prone to be inquisitive, to promote discussion. I want to find out what your thinking was. I want to find out what your feelings are. And did you learn anything?"
Whatever lessons he did learn, it was too late. Woods and Nordegren divorced in August 2010.
Been in contention.
Tiger finished 2011 ranked 58th, and set a career-long winless streak of 107. But the smoke eventually settled, and he even found love in Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn, which they made public in 2013 to quell the paparazzi.
We basically devalued the first photos, and unfortunately that's just the way it is in our society right now, and we felt like it was the best thing to do.
Vonn became a regular figure in the galleys, watching Tiger's every move. And when she went down with a torn ACL before the 2014 Sochi Olympics, Tiger was there.
He helped me through it, and he told me that everything's gonna be okay on the end, and in the end, and I trusted him, and he was right. But there's no poker face going on here. I don't have as good of a poker face as he does, so.
In 2015, Vonn became women's skiing all-time leader in wins. Tiger was there. But it would cost him a couple of teeth, because Tiger isn't safe from the media, even incognito.
Lindsey had finished, and I had walked up to the top. I still had my mask on, so no one knew who I was. Trying to blend in, because there's not a lot of brown dudes at ski races, okay? And the dude with one of the video cameras on his shoulder was kneeling right in front of me, stood up, turned, and caught me square in the mouth. So he chipped that one, cracked the other one.
But just when things started really getting serious, they mutually agreed that Tiger was getting dumped. And although rumor had it he was unfaithful yet again, she cited the strain of their busy schedules. The timing of the breakup couldn't have been worse for Tiger, as it happened on the anniversary of his father's death. And although Vonn was spotted in public looking better than ever, Tiger looked lost.
It obviously does affect me. It is tough. There's no doubt. I'm not going to lie about that. It is tough. And then on top of that, this time of year is really, really hard on me. This 3-day window is really hard. I haven't slept. These 3 days, March 3rd and May 3rd and through the 5th today, it's just brutal on me.
Needless to say, it was a glorious rise to the top for Tiger, but a painful fall from grace. Still to come, fall or not, the money's in the bank. In 2015, Tiger Woods ranked 9th on the Forbes list of highest paid athletes, which is an interesting statistic when you consider that between June 2014 and June 2015, Tiger earned $600,000 in prize money. But despite the injuries, the sex scandals, and subsequent divorce settlement with Ellen Nordegren, which cost him $100 million, the endorsements ensured Tiger was still cashed up. Tiger doesn't even rank as the highest paid golfer. That nod goes to Phil Mickelson, but made $50 million in endorsements, allowing him to tower over the other golfers on the list: Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose, Jordan Spieth, and Billy Horschel. Tiger celebrated his 40th birthday in December 2015, but not before Forbes also came out with a list of the richest entrepreneurs under 40, which saw him as the only athlete represented. Between his first year on the tour and his 40th birthday, Tiger earned $1.35 billion and has a net worth of $700 million. He also boasts $20 million a year from Nike, who built a $711 million in-sales golf division thanks to Tiger. He'll also benefit from the PGA's extremely lucrative pension plan, which means even more dollars for poor old Tiger. Despite his body often begging him to stop, Tiger has no intention of leaving the greens for good anytime soon.
Most sports, you have a certain lifespan in the sport, but golf, you can play it till I see guys that are 80. Well, we have a guy at my home club who's 91 years old, still out there playing. He's on the range practicing. I think that's just incredible.
Many found Tiger's selection as 2016 US Ryder Cup vice captain as incredible. But that goes to show how much Woods has meant to golf. Conquering racial barriers while making the sport globally popular, it seems his biggest battles may be those against himself. But if his golf history is any indication, he's got it in him to come out on top yet again. Eldrick Tont Woods. They don't call him Tiger for nothing. And that is the truth.